Welcome back to our Kings related YouTube channel and this recap of the Kings 120-111 victory Tuesday night at the Golden One Center over the Houston Rockets. And folks, that Houston team, that's a good team. There's a reason why the second team in the West, the number 2 in defense in the entire NBA. That's a good team. And the Sacramento Kings, they have looked absolutely flat for weeks. And finally, that was Sacramento Kings basketball. Absolutely. And that is the version of the Kings that we as fans want to see every night. The Kings are now 10-2, and that is a big win against a really good Houston team and much needed at this time. So can they build off this win? Because you got another tough game Thursday in Memphis, and then the next night, Friday night, in San Antonio. So can you build off this? But in this game, the Houston Rockets, they are one of the scrappiest, most physical teams in the NBA. Things got chippy. And in my opinion, this game changed when the game got chippy at the 4:17 mark of the second quarter. You had De'Aaron Fox, who closed the first half on a big run. And then the Kings stepped on the gas in the second half. The Houston Rockets, they won the first quarter by 7. But the Kings won that second quarter 33-27. And then they won the third quarter big. That's where the Kings, I think, won the game. 42-29 in that third quarter. You had Keegan Murray, who hit a big 3 at the end of the first half. And then he hit his first 2 he hit his first 2 threes there in the second half. So it was nice to see Keegan Murray get going here. But I think the difference maker, in my opinion, in this game were the assists. The Kings 33 assists to Houston's 14. And that's where Houston's the best team in the NBA in assists. And the Kings won that total in the first half. And they did it with getting out in the floor, sharing the basketball. DeMar DeRozan, quiet first half. He had 3 points in that first half, finished with 16 points. They were finding him in that to start that second half. He was the hot man, and they kept going to DeRozan there to start that second half. Really good to see. It was also good to see Keegan Murray knocking down some threes, finding his offense. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. Sabonis, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 13 and 19 from the field. In this game, Malik Monk was huge. Second career start, 17 points, 12 assists. But the one thing with Malik Monk, 12 assists, 0 turnovers. Outstanding for Malik Monk in that aspect. De'Aaron Fox. Hey, when things got chippy in that second quarter, about 4:17 mark, that is when De'Aaron Fox turned it on. Angry Fox is the best. 22 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists for Fox. 4 of 6 from 3, but also Fox had 3 turnovers in this game. Off the bench, Kevin Hertel, 13 points, 3 of 7 from 3, 4 and 9 from the field. It was really good to see Kevin kind of get it going here in this game, and hopefully that carries over to the game Thursday night in Memphis. And Isaac Jones, I really love Isaac Jones and what he brings to this Kings team. The athleticism, back-to-back 12 points for Isaac Jones in this game. 5 of 5 from the field in this game. So, and that was pretty much the scoring off that bench was Isaac Jones and Kevin Hertel off the bench. But you had 7 guys in scoring double figures tonight. Also, a good thing from this Kings team, it ties the season low. 10 turnovers from this team. And that is a good Houston Rockets team. And the Sacramento Kings, they held their ground. You had Şengün get ejected in that fourth quarter towards the end of the game. And also, Ime Udoka also got ejected in that game towards the end of the ball game. So, also, Dylan Brooks also fouled out for the Houston Rockets in this game. Only 8 points by Dylan Brooks. But the normal casualties for the Houston Rockets, Fred VanVleet, 37 minutes, 13 points. Not a great night shooting the ball, 6 of 17. Jalen Green, 28 points for the Rockets. Şengün, 24 points before he got ejected. But that is a really fantastic win and a much-needed win. Kings are now 10-2 on this season. They're 5-7 now at home. And that's what you got to take care of your home court. These are the ones you need to win. Win your home games. Protect the home court. And the fans absolutely deserve this one. They were awesome all night long. King, I said it earlier. That was Sacramento Kings basketball. And if you can build off this going forward for Thursday night in Memphis, not going to be easy. That's a good Grizzlies team. We'll get into what they did tonight in Dallas, but build off this. You had some good things. It was good to see Kevin get it going offensively. I thought he was huge. He had just 2 rebounds in this game, 2 assists. But it was also good to see Keegan Murray get it going. Like if you can get those, especially if you can get Kevin and Keegan going offensively, that is going to benefit this team going forward and kind of dig themselves out of this hole that they kind of dug themselves in to here to start the season. So, and it's not a conference you want to dig yourself a hole in the West of how stacked that this conference is. Because you got Oklahoma City, you got Houston, Memphis, you got the Lakers, you got Dallas, the Nuggets, Minnesota, all of a sudden you got San Antonio. This conference is so deep and so good. Going to be a battle, but much needed win for the Kings tonight. 120, 111. Now 10 and 12 on the season. Kings 46% from three. In this game, they shot 51% from the field. So just points off turnovers, 22-9, for the Kings in this game, but much needed, for the Kings to get this one before you hit the road for those two games in Memphis and in San Antonio. Speaking of the Memphis Grizzlies, they were in Dallas tonight, taking on the Mavericks, and kind of a heartbreaking game because the Dallas Mavericks, I believe they went on a 15-6 run to come back in that game to win and beat Memphis 121-116. You had the Nuggets beating Golden State 119-115, and all of a sudden, I think Golden State is kind of coming back down to earth. Here a little bit. They haven't been playing all that great here lately. So they're coming back down to earth here. So you got the Phoenix Suns, and that's another team, the Suns. They've been playing better basketball with KD and Bradley Beal back. So they beat San Antonio 104-93. Clippers defeat Portland 127-105. You got Toronto beating Indiana 122-111. The Knicks, that was pretty much a blowout most of the game, but the Knicks beating Orlando 121-106. The Sixers beat Charlotte 110-104. Milwaukee, they've been playing better here lately. Don't sleep on Milwaukee. They've been playing better ball here. 128-107 over the Pistons. And then you had Cleveland blowing out Washington 118-107. And then Oklahoma City beating the Utah Jazz 133-106. But Kings get a much needed win over a really good Houston Rockets team. 10 and 12 on the season. Now 5 and 7, I believe, at home. But this one will not mean anything if you come out Thursday and lay an egg. That cannot happen on Thursday. What we saw here tonight against Houston, this is what we need to see on Thursday night against the Memphis Grizzlies. If we don't see this, I think we'll all be very disappointed because this is what this Kings team should be playing like all season. This is what we hope for going into this season. It's the way this Kings team played tonight is how they should be playing every single night. But we haven't seen it. And I'll say this. Isaac Jones, I don't think he's just keeping that seat warm for Trey Lyles. Isaac Jones has played really, really well since Trey Lyles has been out, and Isaac Jones might be playing himself a permanent role in the rotation of Mike Brown here going forward if he continues to play well. I really love what I've seen here from the Kings and Isaac Jones here since he's started getting more playing time. And speaking of the Kings, one last thing before we go here tonight. The Kings were much more dialed in than we've seen from them this season, and that's a good thing. I think both offensively and defensively, they were much more dialed in from what we have seen so far this season. But thanks for tuning in to this recap of the Kings 120-111 victory over the Houston Rockets. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you for our next recap following Kings Grizzlies Thursday night. And go Kings and light the beam.